Hello everyone and welcome back to Terra Invicta. Well, last time we kind of took a bit of a beating. I was getting a little bit overconfident and the aliens saw fit to come back around Earth with their 3,000 strong death stack and rather completely and utterly annihilate Earth fleet. But elsewhere we've been holding on, we've been defeating a lot of their ships, we've been blowing up a lot of ships that are bombarding us. And right at the end of the last time, we did put into production the Fathership class Dreadnought. Should be a very powerful Dreadnought. Still got some other ships being built, dotted around. So hopefully we can start building back up, build up some strength. We also worked out the aliens did come through a wormhole, and we're now working on how we're going to shut down that wormhole to try and cut the aliens off. Over on Earth, we did lose a bit of control of America. The initiative is gaining some ground there. Still desperately holding on to EU, India and China as our main bases. But all of these are being targeted by enemy operatives trying to insert a insurrection there, really not helped by very high inequality, leading to a very fragmented society. Good news is we did fight off an alien invasion, did take a few more nukes, so Europe is a bit more battered than it used to be, but still we're in a pretty decent place all in all. So let's continue. Shite. Rachi Aradamdi has been killed. He was my elite assassin guy. He was killed trying to take down an alien. That is really bad for us. Okay, for now I'm going to pick up Pavati here. Decent admin stats. Hopefully can push the command stats. Okay, a bit more of a problem. One of the large enemy fleets is bombarding Zelinda Mine now. Yeah, I've wiped out Zelinda Mine. That's only going to take 60 days to rebuild it. Okay, there's been a violent revolution in Southeast Asian Alliance, so I've lost my control points there. Nice, I got one slot back in the Southeast Asian Alliance. We've got our people in place. And there's our second, so I've got full control over it again. There's 7 flowering in China, so I'm going to burn it away. Here's Terra Invicta class ship has been launched on Earth. Alien fleet is bombarding Utopia Planitia. We'll put another Fathership into production around Earth. Okay, their fleet bombarding Utopia Planitia is already taking damage. They're doing a lot of damage to me. Send out the Mars fleet. Should intercept within 2 hours. Their fleet's severely battered. Yay, the enemy are avoiding combat. I'm gonna just move a little bit just to force them to actually move, just because that would have forced them to no longer be engaging. Pull back my fleet, hopefully that's done enough to dissuade them from continuing their bombardment. Okay, Armenia's just got independence from the Eurasian Union. Don't think that really affects us one way or the other. Okay, so there's a general strike in Canada. I'm going to see to their demands, cost me 5 grand, gives me more investment into social and educational. Yeah, so that mostly brings down Canada's equality. Ah, nice. The first human has just been born in space. Very cool, so all nations gain a little bit of cohesion. It's actually really useful for me. It's going to help, at least temporarily, settle my various insurrections. Nice, so my Amphitite settlement is up and running. That is giving us a load more fissionable materials, bit more water. Again, Zelinda Mine is back up and running. Okay. Alien Fleet Victor 77, one of the big ones, is moving to engage Red Planet Guard. Red Planet Guard is defended by the Mars Fleet, which does have 2 battleships. Okay, and sell 5,000 base metals. We've got a load of them. That gives me 8 grand. And put that 8 grand into welfare in EU. Yeah, which helps tick down the inequality of it. Hopefully it'll help us try and start controlling that again. Yeah, cool. We're going to do an extensive low Earth orbit cleanup. Nice. Utopia Planitia is rearmed and ready. There's a coup in the Southeast Asian Alliance. I might just let that go. I don't think it's worth me holding on to it. It's got a tiny economy compared to like everything else. I think I'm just going to let the initiative have that. Here we've got magnetic plasma confinement, or Humanity First did. Unlocks various techs that we can push on, but nothing new at the moment. And they're moving on to Mind and Machine. And we've got our new Ryuseng base up and running, giving us loads of water, loads of volatiles. Massively increased our volatile production. And those are the two things we're running short of, so that is really nice to see. Here it comes. Alien Mega Fleet Alpha is engaging Mars Fleet. They're engaging, so let's see what we do. We've got 2 battleships. Right, generally trying to concentrate my fleet if I can. Okay, splitting my fire so we don't waste missiles, and let's just see what happens. Okay, here we go. First wave's taken out one of their ships. Shit, I lost one of mine, didn't see what went down. Actually, I think that was a monitor that went down, so that's my fleet's defences rather compromised. Definitely have a lot of anti-missile protection, but my missiles are breaking through here and there. Yep, they are taking losses. Focus my fleet's fire on their dreadnought. Missiles are all igniting. I think that dreadnought's going to go down. There we go. Okay, focus everything on the Holy Victory. I think Holy Victory's run out of battery power, so we're now starting to hit it. Yeah, getting lots of good hits there on the midsection. It's going to go down. There it goes. Okay, I let the last of them withdraw. I didn't really have the speed to catch up with them, but I'd say that's a pretty fair victory there. Multiple enemy ships destroyed, including dreadnoughts. Only 3 of theirs escaped, all for the loss of 3 of my ships. The battleships are definitely doing well. I think I'm really going to focus construction on those. They can do a bit of everything themselves, rather than the Jacobites, which can only really defend, and the Minutemen, which can only really attack. The battleships can do a little bit of both. I can fully repair and resupply that fleet. Yeah, unfortunately, one of their mothership fleets is back and is heading towards one of my stations. What I am going to do is put 4 grand into direct investment of space defenses. Nice. So basically act like the point defense systems I've had on other bases, so if the aliens try to bombard the European Union, it will fire back. Also prevents nuclear missile strikes, which is very nice. There's no way I'm going to win or even vaguely survive this, but I'm just playing it anyway, just because that way the enemy launch their missiles, which they don't actually seem to if you just let it auto-resolve. And so this way they'll have to go home to rearm. Yep, and they don't seem to have actually destroyed the base this time. We've got another smuggling ring. Gonna have it looked into quietly. Yep, we have managed to uncover it. No damage done to the facilities. Nice. Because I've got life science research module on this station, I can synthesize safe alternatives at the root of the issue. We get a public opinion boost all around the world. Very nice. Nice, our first Fathership class dreadnought has been launched. 3 of them, 4 of them, 1 for each fleet. Put 1 more into production around Earth, but I think our fleet should do pretty well as they stand. Nearing our fleet cap right now. Here we've got the advanced vortex drive. Okay, never got around to getting information science lab, so I'm just going to grab that quickly. Nice quick tech. And Mars fleet has replaced its lost Jacobite class, so that is all good. Alien ship engaging Mercury fleet. Decided to think better of it. For some reason I'm losing lots of money all of a sudden. Oh, the fusion things are fairly expensive, not that expensive. Maybe it's the ships that I've launched are costing me a lot. Oh, it was the National Reconnaissance Office that was screwing me over. Even though it's not equipped on a person, it still costs just to have it. Right, that explains a lot. Okay. Good to know that's solved that problem for now. Okay, we got the information science labs. And Victor 216 is bombarding Bonnier Mine. Bonnier Mine's not that defended, so it's maybe a wee bit of a problem. Just have to see. Gonna go for autonomous research groups, gives us a bonus to unlocking projects, so we might get some more projects coming up in the future. Not particularly long tech. Yep, the alien fleet attacking Bonnier was wiped out. Yeah, and Armenia's been conquered. Nice, we've completed alien army analysis, so that gives us 25% bonus damage to alien armies, which is really very significant. So hopefully if they turn up again, we might actually be able to beat them back. Okay, I want to do the Salamander interrogation, mostly for the Assault Alien Asset mission getting a bonus, because those are the missions that we need to take out their armies when they land before they deploy, so that might give us a little bit of a bonus there. After that, I think I'm going to go on to doing the choke point research. That is a really big project, so I'll focus on this for now. Okay, going to take a little bit over a year to do. Okay, just trading some tech with the Academy to improve our relations. Eurasian Union under Humanity First is at war with Turkey, Australia, South Korea. I'm just going to try and stay out of that one. Okay, we've got tin droplet radiators now. Okay, since I'm trying to do so many stabilized missions, I'm going to do counterinsurgency operations. Give us a bonus to those. Here we've nicked Vulcan torpedoes from the Institute, or the Initiative. Sure, before I could make my repairs, alien fleet came back and destroyed Earth Force's coordination site. Well, time to build a new one then. I'll just put the new one back into production. Okay, that same alien is now engaging Ramses Station. This only has very basic defences, so it's not going to last. I can at least force the enemy to use up their missiles on it. Okay, East Turkestan. Oh, okay. A section of China's just broken off and is now independent. That's fine. Nice, finished autonomous research projects. Yeah, I'm going to do this one, augmented combat training, because it gives a bonus to 3 different things, 5%, that's quite big, so boosting military, army and navy investment. Oh, Russia's army just got wiped out invading Turkey. Oh dear, one of them mothership fleets is engaging my amphitite base. They just got wiped out. They just lost a mothership class vessel bombarding me. Nice. Did that do any damage to my base? Nope. None at all. Nice. That's an alien mothership down. Nice. India's got its space defences up and running. The Academy's finished Mind and Machine. They're now working onto ultra capacitors. On the bright side, I've mostly stabilised all the countries that I control. They're much more peaceful than they were. All stolen water purification techniques from Project Exodus. Yeah, so we got our counterinsurgency operations. That should help us a fair bit. Yeah, it's an expensive tech, but I'm going to go for water purification techniques. So we got the basic idea from the Project Exodus. This is going to give us 15% bonus to water, which would really help with our fleets. So I turned one of the Protectorate's councillors, so they're going to spy for us, give us some more info on what the Protectorate are up to, and have completed Salamander interrogation, which means they're going to kick off the Choke Point research project. It's going to take a while, several years, but hopefully that will give us what we need to be able to go on the offensive and attack the aliens back properly. Okay, humanity first had a different approach for the Protectorate Councillor. The one that I just turned was just shot. Okay. Oh, cool. I have managed to crack down on one of the Protectorate sites in China, which I think now means I can seize control of that point. Should give me full control of China if I do. So we have completed arc lasers. Should start unlocking a whole load more laser techs that we can start putting in. Okay, I've got all sorts of different fusion reactors that I could look into. I'm going to go for the deuterium tritium one because it does boost things here on Earth, especially reducing the CO2 being generated, so hopefully fix some issues there. Yeah, I definitely want to get this tech sooner rather than later. Point defense arc lasers. And there we go, we have purged the Protectorate from China. We now have full control of China. Very nice. So even though it was defended, we managed to get it with
We'll be ready for new orders.
Kula here. Very nice. I believe that's where we're going to leave things for this week. We have done quite a bit of a slower episode today. We are mostly just holding on. We have turned back one of their massive fleets, which is something we've never done before. We're definitely managing to hold on in space, even took out one of their mothership class ships. Here on Earth, we've stabilized our remaining holdings, and we've actually started consolidating control there. And very nicely, we've kicked off the choke point tech, so we just need to hold on for about 3 years, and then we'll get some idea of hopefully how we can enter the endgame. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, please do consider leaving a like, subscribe, comment, all really does help the channel, and otherwise I hope to catch you in the next video. Until then, remember to be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Cheers!